Hello and welcome everybody. Got another Metroid Prime Randomizer tournament race for you today. I am joined by Op82 in the booth here. Op, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, good. So today we've got Gunert versus TheGingerChris. Both runners are 2-0 so far in the tournament, so one of them looking to stay undefeated today.
And they're both pretty skilled runners, so it should be a good race.
And should be off in the race time here in a moment, and we'll just wait for the stream delay to catch up.
Yeah. And the only runners agreement we seem to have is replace nothings with wave busters. So shouldn't have any trouble identifying suits.
Yeah. And they are off in the race time, so just give the stream a moment to catch up.
Gunnart's audio seems a bit low. I'll just turn it up on my end.
And we are off. So as always, first thing we're going to see here is Space Jump First. This is a scan dash that allows you to get the alcove item without any additional items.
And it is in logic, so there's a possibility we could get vanilla space jump here.
Yeah, or missile launcher. There's a couple things that could be.
Yeah.
And just an expansion. So not the logical missiles, but there's nothing stopping them from being able to use these. So I'm sure they will go for Artifact Temple, get that item and hints.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's behind the ship. Didn't look like a missile.
So it's a visor. Which
Oh,
one?
visor.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
The visor models are identical, so there's no way of knowing unless you either pick it up or scan it.
That is down there. That was a little fast. Caught maybe 4 of them.
Yeah, I caught all 6. Not too bad. I saw, some Phendrana, some Magmor.
I wonder how many people know about that standable to get up to that door quicker. Learned that from you recently.
Yeah, I learned it from Maricat, and TGC's found out about it now. If you miss it, though, it does end up being slower because you do have to climb back up.
Yeah.
And we've got Morph Ball in Transport Tunnel B for Gunner. TGC also getting the Morph Ball here.
Now we're headed to Chozo. After we get the visor.
Based off of the Morph Ball and Transport Tunnel B, I'd say Missile Launcher is likely to be on Mecha. Could also be Space Jump or
Yeah.
Main Missile Launcher in Main Plaza. And Gunner picking up Thermal Visor behind the ship there. Gonna be going for Frigate Crash Site, which the NSJ Scan Dash used to be logical for tournament settings, is no longer logical. You would need either grapple or space jump to put that into logic. But if you're capable of doing that dash, I'd say there's no reason not to go for it if you're right here. Good
Yeah.
convenient time to do it.
It's also an NSJ slope jump you can do, although I'm not sure that that's a logic on these settings.
So
an
the
option,
NSJ, yeah, it is an option. The NSJ slope jump is considered advanced.
So I'm guessing space jump would mean the underwater slope jump to get up there, or scan dash maybe. Is it
So
beginner?
the underwater slope.
Go ahead.
Well, yeah. So the underwater slope jump for SJ is intermediate. So the only logical ways in tournament settings to get that item is using grapple NSJ to swing into the cubby there, or using the scan dash with space jump. As with space jump, that scan dash is very lenient.
I see. Look like space jump up. No, I don't know. If that was
Gunner
space jump
going
up there,
Chozo.
yeah. If that was space jump up there, then we might be getting grapple soon.
I don't think that trick's in logic, and I want to say it was a missile on grapple edge.
Okay.
Gunner took a little bit of a detour to go into Ruin Shrine, getting a Wave Buster and a missile, whereas TGC is heading straight for Hive Mecha and the Ruin Gallery area. Actually, no, looks like TGC turned around for Shrine.
Careful, Gunner. Yeah, we got Ice Beam and Nursery. Need bombs to get that.
This beam in Nursery feels a little familiar to me. It's in the same spot for my race, funnily enough.
Nice.
And looks like Space Jump on Hive Mecha, so Missile Launcher is likely to be on Grapple Edge or maybe Vault Ledge. I didn't quite catch Vault Ledge or the Half Pipe. Gunner now heading into Vault, and looks like just a missile. Now, if that was something useful, the runners do not have bombs. Can acquire that item with power bombs, but it is a fairly difficult trick. And grapple on the vault ledge there.
So that was nothing on grapple edge. It's gonna do go for it. This one on fountain.
To answer a question in chat, I don't believe either runner peeked the upper item. Now you can without space jump. It is a little tricky.
Yeah, I saw TGC trying to look at it, but I'm not sure if he got a good look at it.
And Gunner finding flamethrower and the water hall access gets their validation.
Ooh. Whoa.
Cutting it a little close there on the health. TGC now also validated. And just a missile in lower dynamo. Don't have spider to check upper.
And still no bombs, which could be vanilla on Zoid.
Yeah, so we've got upper ruin shrine that they can check, as well as the top of gathering hall here with power bombs is able to get this.
Oh, there they are.
And that's bombs.
Cool. So no safety save needed. Not sure what Gunner was trying to do there.
Gunner now heading towards the incinerator drone Zoid and lower furnace. And I'm sure TGC will do the same.
Yeah, probably not going to see much route divergence until they're done making their initial Chozo checks.
Yeah, depending on the other items we see, could allow for different routing options once they get into Magmor.
Yeah.
You know, whether they choose to go, back of Magmor too far from Drana or, into the front of Fendrana. I would say the typical play is front Fendrana.
Yeah.
that's plasma on Zoid.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Gonna predict something in Arbor Chamber if we find X-ray.
Yeah, I think that's a good guess. Other than that, could be, early Phendrana behind ice.
Yeah.
Question is now, where's Varia? So they've got lower furnace, upper ruin shrine, and then Flagra. Oh yeah, we do have ice available back in Ruin Nursery. So that also opens up the Hall of the Elders checks.
And there's our wave. So game seems to be screaming Phendrana. At least a little bit. We still don't have logical access through labs, although it's not much stopping them from full clearing labs, aside
Yeah, I
from
know.
Super's checks.
Yeah, I know both runners are very capable of the observatory dash. Now, chat bringing up a good point of going back for that ice beam before doing Zoid and energy core and such. Gunner didn't make a bad play, but I think I'd agree with that because that would allow you to check Hall of the Elders crossway if they wanted to do the standable terrain, and Elder Chamber with the plasma beam on Zoid.
Yeah.
TGC's screen a little dark, so I couldn't quite tell what was on the upper furnace check. TGC now going into Crossway. Looks like just a missile. TGC now going into back Chozo to the Hall of the Elders, Elder Chamber checks. Now, unfortunately, it does not have Ice Beam, so cannot check either Hall of the Elders or Elder Chamber, and can choose to peek Antechamber, the Vanilla Ice Beam room, but could not get out.
Yeah, he might be planning on doing that back to front. It's out of logic, but they can do it.
Gunner stream frozen here. Looks like they saved and went for a warp to start.
Already got all three beams on Gunner's side. Still no Varia though, so we'll have to go back into Chozo. Unless something is here. An Arbor Chamber.
Yeah, I think Gunner's thinking Root Cave and Arbor Chamber.
Still out of logic without X-ray. So I'm wondering what the intended logic path is. It's going to look like Flagra might have progression.
Yeah, either that or Hall of the Elders and Elder Chamber.
Yeah. Okay, this wasn't the play.
Curious what TGC is thinking. Probably a warp to start after peeking Antechamber.
Yeah.
And going for the Ice Beam.
Yeah. I'm sure he knows the Powerbomb lockpick, so there's any progression there, you might do that.
Yeah, that is an
Nope.
option.
Okay, just a missile.
Actually choosing to go back into Chozo.
Might be going for Flagra. Although Gunner seems to be going for back Chozo or Frigate. Yeah, back
It doesn't
Chozo.
have gravity, so Frigate is not logical.
Still doable though.
Yep, it definitely is. Some a little bit tricky slope jumps, or you can use an infinite bomb jump in the to climb Gamma Freight,
Yeah,
which is only possible because of the slowdown from the water physics.
yeah. Literally all you have to do is hold up and keep bombing.
Yeah, it is logical to get to Gamma Freight, but it's not logical to climb past there to get to Biohazard and Hydro Access Tunnel. Gunner seeing it's just a missile and antechamber there. Gonna be heading into Hall of the Elders for the 2 checks there.
I saw Warrior Shrine, Triclops Pit, Training Chamber, Fiery Shores, Life Grove, Ice Ruin Seas. I could have been wrong about that first one. Didn't get a good look at it.
Now, TGC stopping a moment on the training chamber one. I know they are capable of the wall crawl, but I don't know if they would go for it in a race. I would say in the case of an artifact there, where you don't have the required items as you're leaving Chozo, I think that would be a viable option if you did know the wall crawl. Just so you don't have to backtrack for it.
Sorry, what was that? What was the option? Without the wall
Uh,
crawl?
it would just be vanilla, so you know the runners would still need boost and spider,
Right.
as well as Varia and grapple to get through magma pool. So like I wouldn't be surprised if TGC was maybe contemplating the wall crawl. Whether they'll do it or not, we'll see. Yeah, definitely a little low on health um,
There.
for that. Gunner finding supers in the Elder Chamber.
It's one piece of the training chamber puzzle. Although it could mean something's in tree.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell what that was up there.
TGC has not picked up Ice Beam yet. I don't know if they're just delaying it, or maybe they've forgotten.
Might be planning on getting that on their way out of Flagra. Sun Chamber, rather.
Yeah. Gunner also making the Flagra play.
Yeah. Looks like a vanilla Varia over there. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, not many options for the runners without having Varia right now.
Oh no, it's a missile. Okay.
So let's see, we've got... Still have Upper Ruin Shrine. We have the Ruined Gallery and more Fault Tunnel.
Yeah, we have Tree. We have
Tree.
Tower Chamber.
Yep. So there's a few options. Now, Tower of Light cannot have any progression required to complete the seed on tournament logic. So in Randovania does not yet account for missile expansions. So in that case, it will never be logical because you need, I believe it's 36 total missiles to break the pillars.
Yeah.
Whereas Randovania logically only sees a max of 5. Now, Tower of Light is in logic on higher difficulty settings. I believe intermediate is the starting point for the dash there.
TGC finally getting his Ice Beam. Something's got to be in one of these few spots left.
Yeah, that is why we call Flagra the cutscene boss. As it is a lot of time is spent waiting for the cutscenes versus doing the actual fight. And there's Phazon and Tower Chamber.
Interesting.
Not exactly the suit TGC was looking for, but I'm sure he'll take it.
Yeah. So whatever the go mode hunt's gonna be, it's not gonna take very long.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's another early Phazon feed. Which we didn't really see much of at all on 3.04 for the first couple of rounds.
We also got an early wild check from Gunert using the infinite bomb jump. Statistically, it's not very likely to pay off, but you never know.
Yeah, with the recent logical changes, it is a little bit more viable than it used to be.
Okay, just an tank.
I'm trying to think of what's left as far as placement for Varia.
We got both Hall of
Maybe.
the Elders and Elder Chamber, right?
Well, gunert has checked both of those, got supers and Elder Chamber.
Right.
So I want to say Great Tree Hall is the play.
Yeah. Or cargo freight.
Or cargo freight. I think those are the only options left.
Oh, and tree. I don't think we've checked that yet.
I believe TGC checked tree, but I did miss, seeing what it was. And looks
Oh,
like it's
E-tank.
just an E-tank.
Yeah.
So I think the GingerChris might be in a good position to pull ahead there if Arya is indeed in Great Tree Hall. Unfortunately, as he did visit the room previously and activated the wave slot, now has to deal with 3 Chisel Ghosts in this room. Gunner picking up their Phazon suit.
Looks like they're unaware of this check never being in logic.
Yeah. Most likely just a missile, and it is indeed.
I don't believe we've checked training chamber access, have we? No, we need Varia.
We have not, but yeah, we do not have Varia. Gunner now heading back towards landing site. I wonder if they're just thinking to do the frigate crash site climb to get back into Far Chozo for Great Tree Hall. Well, yeah, TGC did not have supers, so could not open up the tree. I do not know if they peaked it, though. And I believe that's where TGC is going now. Not taking the detour to Great Tree Hall, but you know, as a runner, obviously he doesn't have the information that we have. So I think it is definitely a valid decision. And definitely with just picking up supers, when you're looking at for Varia, it definitely points you straight to trade.
Yeah.
Now, gunert going for the frigate play. Curious if they're going just to the cargo freight lift and going to work to start out of there, or if they're going to go all the way through. I believe gunert is capable of going all the way through.
If we find
Whether they
boost
decide
here.
to do that, we'll see. That is true. Boost is required to go through Hydro Access Tunnel without gravity. It's hard to tell. They both have the same progression items. As far as checks go, gunert is slightly ahead. But let's see, if Varia's not here or any other progression in Frigate, and TGC goes to Great Tree Hall for progression, that might put them at an advantage. And TGC warping to start, so maybe also thinking the Frigate play. And that is indeed Varia.
Sure. Fun place for that. Looks like TGC is headed that way as well.
So yes, that is indeed in logic.
Yeah, it's the furthest you can get in vanilla without gravity. Or the furthest you're intended to get, rather.
Now, TGC going back into Farchozo, so I think he's thinking Great Tree Hall to get Great Tree Chamber. Gunner now back in Talon Canyon, gonna be heading into Magmore through the Fiery Shores elevator.
So just a missile up top in Fiery Shores. Well, lower Fiery Shores.
I don't remember all of the artifact hints, but I do remember Ice Ruins East, which could be the Spider Ball track. So logically still need Boost and Spider for Training Chamber for sure. As well as X-ray logically for final bosses. Gunner picking up artifact number 1 here in Triclops Pit. And that is Spider and Storage Cavern.
So we now might have to backtrack to Upper Dynamo. I don't remember what was on Upper Furnace. Don't think it was anything important. I could be
believe
wrong.
just a missile on Upper Furnace.
Okay. Well, it certainly gives us access to Ice Ruins East. The artifact there, whichever one it is.
Yeah.
Or whichever spot it is. And I also just realized Thardus is in Logic. So if they don't find Boost before Hydra, that's an option.
Yeah, it could logically be required to go to the back of Magmore. Artifact number 2 for Gunert, and number 3 in Warrior Shrine and Upper Fiery Shores there. So that leaves Ice Ruins East, Training Chamber, and I do not recall the other one. Yeah, it might have been Life Grove. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Me neither.
And TGC now realizing that cargo freight deck to Gamma is the logical play. Yep, Life Grove, definitely doable without boost. But if you are not comfortable with the half-pipe bomb jump, if you miss the one to the top of the tunnel, that's pretty much a reset out there. So a couple of risky strats that could pay off if either runner is capable and chooses to go for it.
And that's the fourth artifact for gunert.
And TGC gets their Varia.
Yeah, I couldn't tell it was on Lighthouse, but gunert didn't go for it. So, could be nothing. Just a missile and Chozo Ice Temple.
Yeah, gunert does seem to be ahead currently. But, we still don't know where boost is at the moment. So depending on, TGC could catch up if they choose to, make a routing divergence and ends up finding boost before gunner.
To answer someone in chat, generally runners of this caliber don't need a lot of missiles for final bosses because they tend to be good at landing their charge shots. And it's not guaranteed that they'll find every charge combo to use the missiles for, so personally I can see why they would skip a lot of them. Especially when a lot of missiles are out of the way to grab.
Yeah, and gunner has done any percent, and any percent missile count is somewhere in the, I think, 30, 35 area. So I'm
Something
sure
like
they are
that.
fairly comfortable with final bosses. Now, unless Boost Ball is in Hydra, the other logical options would be to either go through Twin Fire's tunnel to the back of Mangmore and back of Fendrana, or through the front to Thardis.
Yeah.
And that is true. Without Boost Ball, we do have labs from Reverse.
Yes. And for all we know, Boost could be in labs, maybe even in observatory at the top, which you would end up right at when you come through backwards.
Yeah, could be Observatory and turning logic because of the slope jump there, I believe, is considered intermediate.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, there's gravity.
And that's gravity.
Yeah,
Interesting.
never sure which slope jumps are like beginner and intermediate. 'Cause a lot of us have gotten good at those jumps over time, so it might seem easy to us when it's not necessarily a beginner trick.
Yeah, like even Observatory Dash here, there's several runners in the tournament that know how to do Observatory Dash and often go for it. And
Yeah,
that is technically considered an advanced trick
yeah,
in the Randovania database.
yeah. They make it look easy and it might feel easy to experienced runners, but it's very tricky to learn. So occasionally we'll forget that sometimes. Scan visor crosshair glitch? Huh, I didn't notice that. I couldn't tell what
Now,
was that vanilla.
TGC,
Sorry. Good.
go ahead.
I was just gonna say I couldn't tell what was in observatory up top. It kind of looked like an E-tank to me, but I could be wrong. Go ahead.
Yeah, so TGC has entered the front of Phendrana, so essentially just following a similar path that Gunner has taken. Could see a divergence into Thardus.
Okay. Apparently nothing in Aether. Didn't get a look at the last container, but I could tell that was a missile up top. Didn't catch that scan either. Yeah, just a missile. E-tank? Okay.
Gunner now in far Phendrana.
Actually,
Seems like nothing too useful in Frost Cave.
yeah. Notice he dropped down to the door. Looks like an easier way to get there than the dash that I've seen some people do. Might have to try that.
Yeah, there's usually many different ways to accomplish the same goal. There's even a slope jump that you can use as well.
Look like ice spreader in storage cave.
So we have seen Ice Spreader, so that one would have to be a Wave Buster.
Oh, okay. Where was it?
Oh, I'm trying to remember. I don't recall. I want to say somewhere in Chozo.
Okay.
Oh, actually, it was Arbor Chamber, I believe.
Oh yeah, that's right. Forgot about that. Okay, nothing down here apparently.
So that is it for Farfandrana.
Yeah,
I guess next options are Quarantine Monitor, Artists, and then
mines.
Mines. Neither runner has checked Workstation yet either.
Yeah, that could have something. Looks like TGC might be making the Thardas play. Or just opening up that door for later. Oh, no, he's going for it. Although he might do a dash to skip Thardas.
Yeah, just a missile and Quarantine Monitor.
If Chris misses the dash, and Thardas ends up having something, this could be a lucky accident. But it looks like he got the dash, so... that'll remain a mystery for now. I believe we already got Warrior Shrine and Fiery Shores. Okay, just a missile and workstation, so... mine seems like the best next play. Has the most density that I can think of.
So yeah, both runners are at least missing 2 artifacts.
Yeah.
Because we still have Training Chamber and Life Grove.
Right. So boost is
So I
hard
think it's
required, logically.
yeah. So I think it's safe to say that TGC also has 4 artifacts currently.
And so now the mines play. They're probably gonna do upper mines first before dipping into lower, since they don't have boost yet. Or
They
X-ray
do
to
have
get
the
all the way
option.
through.
Yeah, they do have the option of warp to start, but warping to start and then having to go back, through Frigate Crash Site to get to front of mines is a little tedious. So I think upper mines is the play.
Yeah.
And Inner Slice confirming TGC does have 4 artifacts.
Gunert almost getting the fight skip here. It's a tricky little jump around the trigger. Shaped very weirdly, but I don't know where I was going with that. Never mind.
Yeah, you have a little bit of space between the trigger and the wall there, but it does extend up higher up past it, so it can be a little tricky to get over. And just a missile in elite control access. Gunner grabbing storage depot B here.
Oh, and
And
there's
finds the
X-ray.
X-ray visor.
So now lower mines is a safer option since they'll be able to do the full loop.
Yeah, and as they are already in upper mines, I think it makes sense to do the rest of those checks first and route down through the lower mines
Yeah,
until you find boost.
yeah,
So boost can technically be in any location in mines, because with plasma and X-ray you can go all the way through Omega Pirate.
yeah,
So I think it's safe to say that PCA probably the rudest spot for boost.
yeah.
Biohazard also a little rude as well.
Yeah, another funny location for that could be vent shaft. Something you would normally hold off on until getting boost, but if it's right there, then game would be kind of taunting you. But it's always tricky when the game kind of forces you to go against your gut instinct to avoid point of no return.
Yeah. So the last two artifacts are Training Chamber and Life Grove.
Yeah, so it's going to be a boost go mode.
And once Gunner finds boost, we'll actually have a full tracker.
Yeah. Hmm. Well, I guess Gunnar knows it can't be an upper elite research, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I think resetting back to main quarry here, and then we'll take waste disposal into the lower mines area.
Yeah. Looks like they're going for Hydro Access Tunnel and Biohazard. Pretty close by, so it makes sense to get that out of the way before diving into lower mines, which would take longer. I also forgot another rude spot for boost would be Great Tree Chamber. So without doing reverse bar skip, they'd have to go all the way back around.
So Gunner has chosen to go into Frigate from the back. Finds just a missile in Hydro Access Tunnel. We'll see what Biohazard has to offer today.
Yeah, also Thardus, that would be rude.
And nothing in
Okay.
Frigate.
So yeah, that leaves Thardus, Great Tree Chamber, and Lower Mines.
So TGC has checked Great Tree Chamber, and I believe was just a missile.
Oh, okay. I missed that. Hmm. We're kind of excited. In the Chozo, apparently. Could be attempting the wall crawl to get Training Chamber.
Yeah.
Can't think of what else they might be doing here.
I don't know. Maybe forgot Gallery Tunnel. I'm not sure.
I think they got that. I remember at least one of them getting it.
Oh, they are going towards Magma Pool and Training Chamber access. Boost could very well be there.
Forgot neither one of them have checked that yet.
Just a missile on Magma Pool. And just a
Okay.
missile in Training Chamber access. And we've got SpeedGaming 4 with the raid here. Welcome in, everybody. We are currently on the hunt for Boost Ball.
Yeah,
At an
which is
early phase on this seed, so ended up being a Boost Ball hunt.
yeah. For 2 boost locked artifacts. And it looks like TGC is going for Thardus.
Yeah, so if it's not Thardus, I think it's likely in Lower Mines, which is, I mean, either way, it's a pretty rude spot for Boost.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about Upper Dynamo.
Yeah, upper dynamo as well.
Nope. Okay, so now I think Gunner knows what they need to do. It's got to be in lower mines, unless it's here on
Yeah,
Thardis.
Gunert still has the save in mines. So I think that's probably the play they're gonna make. And TGC finishing up Thardis.
If this pays off, then TGC could pull ahead. No. Okay, lower mines.
Just a power bomb expansion. Yeah, boost in lower mines. That's pretty rude.
Huh. Another save warp by Gunner. Interesting. Is there something else I'm forgetting about?
Yeah, I'm trying to think now. What else have they not checked? So boost cannot be in plasma processing because it is required for plasma processing.
Yes, I believe Gunner is slightly out of sync. The only thing I could
Nice.
think of on Gunner's side is maybe Thardis or back into lore mines through workstation debris, which is a little odd since a quicker way there would
I,
be from the save point.
yeah, I'd say from main quarry to lower mines would probably be faster.
Yeah.
Now if
Uh,
they're going now if they're going for Thardis, it's probably a toss up. It's probably not much different in time to route from main quarry versus Fiery Shores, and looks
right.
like that's what they are doing now.
Did TGC check PCA?
I don't believe they've peaked PCA.
Okay.
No, they don't have X-ray either, so if it is there, they cannot go all the way through lower mines. So I think the play for TGC is to do upper mines first, and will inevitably come across the X-ray and Storage Depot B.
But why can't Boost be in PPC?
Uh, it can be in PPC. I want to. I think they meant plasma processing.
Oh,
Another freeze up on Gunner stream there. So currently it's a boost hunt for 2 boost locked artifacts. So since we've deduced that boost has to be in lower mines, I think this seed was definitely a candidate for both training chamber wall crawl and boostless life growth. You know, if you're capable of doing those tricks.
Yeah. Basically, go ahead.
There's 2 options. So you can do a triple bomb jump to get to the top of Life Grove Tunnel, and that allows you to pass through. And then you would need to do a spinner manip if it's the vanilla artifact location in the back of Life Grove. The other option is to do an out of bounds in Great Tree Chamber and wall crawl to it. So, you know, not easy tricks for sure. And the dangers with the bomb jump for Life Grove is if you miss it and don't know how to do a half pipe bomb jump, which is an HBJ wall going up a half pipe, which is very difficult. I'll just say that right now. It's pretty much a soft lock there.
I believe gunert saved the workstation.
So not in tournament settings. The bomb jump to get up Life Grove Tunnel is considered advanced logic, whereas the tournament is running on beginner.
It's like gunert might be headed for Great Tree Chamber. Since we know it's not there, they could just do a bar skip back into mines.
Yeah. So Gunner has Frigate. It was a missile expansion in Biohazard and a missile expansion in Hydro Access Tunnel. Now, both runners have gotten the cargo freight lift deck because that actually had Varia for this seed.
Yeah.
Yep, it is. It is a race to the boost ball, wherever it may be. Yeah, very well could be.
Yeah, we've
Could
nailed it
be.
on.
Yeah, it could be
So,
anywhere in lower mines.
yeah, we've narrowed it down to just that section.
We did see Great Tree Chamber from the Ginger Chris. Yeah. Gunert now back in mines. I think they're now realizing that lower mines has to be the play. I believe they have checked every other check in the game that is accessible without boost.
Is that it?
I want to say that was a wave buster.
Oh, okay. Oh. Would have been rude if it was. Looks like TGC might be going for Ghost. You'd be disappointed. Okay, that ain't up. Okay, wasn't there.
Gunner having a little bit of fun with the piece of standable terrain there. Just an E-tank and fungal hall access. So moving deeper and deeper into mines.
And I'm starting to wonder if it's either in PMT or the place we usually find Phazon. Should be Fungal Hall B or MQB. Either way, pretty close to it.
Now here's a curious thing. I think we've narrowed it down to...
There it is.
So we did narrow it down to lower mines, but then I started thinking if it was in logic to cross in through PMT without boost, but I believe it is. I mean, it has to be based on where boost is.
And let's go mode for Gunner. Now all they have to do is save warp at MQB and fight final bosses. Well, no, and get their artifacts, and then fight final bosses. Or it might actually be quicker to fight OP and then... I don't know. I mean, there's Life Grove, which would be on the way out of Main Quarry, and then Training Chamber. Do you think it would be faster to save warp, or just physically go back there from here?
I would honestly say the save warp to do the frigate crash site climb for Life Grove.
Okay.
And then as far as training chamber from there, I think it may be about equal coming from Marchozo, or it could warp to start and go into the Talon Canyon elevator into Main Plaza. Actually, Main Plaza might be a little bit quicker.
Yeah, I think you might be right now that I think about it. Yeah, Inner Slice, I was getting both the exits mixed up, thinking that Gunner would go out through PPC to get to Life Grove, but that's the other one. Sorry about that. No, you're good. You're good. I was just clarifying.
Yeah, we've had a couple of hiccups on Gunnert's end. Not sure if it's on, their stream's end or the restream.
Yeah, we've been having a lot of issues with the restream lately. Both runners freezing up from time to time. At least in the races that I've commentated or tracked.
Yeah, it could be, many things that cause the stutters we've seen.
Check their individual stream. Uh, Prime.
Their personal stream looks fine. So
Yeah,
I
so
think
it's
we're gonna
probably
get
on SG's end.
yeah. So I think we're gonna get a refresh on Gunnart's side from Speed Gaming. I mean, as far as learning locations goes and room names, you could just study, a map. There's maps.
Okay, looks like we need to reopen it. Oh no, it's still being worked on. There we go.
So you can find maps of all of the areas on the internet. Can either have them pulled up while watching to learn, or even just kind of study those.
All right, now we're good.
Other than that, I mean, for a lot of us that do commentary, we are also runners of the game. So having, the amount of experience that most of us have playing the game, you just kind of pick up, room names and little nuances over time.
Yeah. TGC just about to hit his go mode. So it's not too far behind Gunner. How far behind would you say TGC is? 5 minutes?
Um, maybe a little bit more than that.
Okay. And thank you, Diesel.
And gunert with a 135 ship save here. Gonna be heading into final bosses now. TGC not too far behind, just has to pick up the last two artifacts. Gonna in the Ridley fight now. Gonna be starting off with some charged plasma shots.
And following up with a boost into Ridley, either while he's flying or when he lands, which will put him down below half health. And then we'll just have one more cycle to kill him. Or one more phase, rather. Some runners prefer to do the flyby skip by boosting into Ridley while he's flying, but I prefer what Gunner just did, which is waiting until he lands, so it saves RTA instead of IGT. The other way kind of messes up the AI manip, where you can keep Ridley from charging at you like he's doing now. At least at first.
Yeah, it's also pretty difficult to get the skip. It is a frame perfect trick.
Ridley is being a bit rude. Despite the strat. Looks like Gunner's not bothering with the standable terrain climb. Might not be comfortable with it or confident in getting it first try, so I can understand just taking the long way. Pretty easy to get bogged down in trying to fight off Jack and Jill if you fail at once.
Okay, Gunner now entering the Metroid Prime fight, starting off with the exoskeleton phase. Now, the colors of Exo correspond to each of the 4 beams. In the first subchamber, you'll get power and wave in any order. Second subchamber adds ice. Third subchamber adds plasma. And the fourth one can be random. Exo can choose to speed up, can dash at any time, can change beams at any time. So definitely a lot of chances for RNG there in the fourth subchamber. And TGC has just hit ship save.
Like Gunnert's pretty good at landing those charged ice shots. But we do get a little showcase of ice spreader.
Yeah, the turnaround is definitely the place to use the ice spreader. Can also do a snipe with the ice spreader during the run by, but they can be fairly difficult to hit. Gunner making good work of Exo entering in subchamber 4. Exo being a little trolly right off the bat with the 2 beam changes there. Meanwhile, TGC in the Ridley fight, getting ready for the boost. And Exo is down. Nice work from Gunner.
And now with both visors, Essence should be a cakewalk if it cooperates.
And TGC finishing Ridley. Gunner using a little piece of standable terrain there to not have to jump over the shockwave attacks. It's definitely Gunner's race to lose at this point, and I think it'd be very unlikely for Gunner to die on Essence. Now, to talk a little bit about the Essence fight, Gunner here is going for what are called attack cancels. Now, Essence has essentially a scripted number of attacks before laying the next pool. So, by interrupting the attack animation allows Essence to lay the pool a little bit quicker. Gunner getting bullied a little bit by the Metroid there. Could be the final pool here for Gunner.
And GG to Gunner.
And Gunner has finished with an official race time.gg time of 1:47:19. And TGC has forfeited. So we'll get both of the runners in here for an interview. Speaking of which, we are joined by Gunner. GG's.
GG's. Real quick, how does my mic sound? I just got a new one, so.
That sounds good to me.
Cool.
Maybe a tad low, but I think it's enough.
Okay, I'll fix that later.
I'm not hearing Gunner at all.
1 sec.
Oh.
I am hearing Gunner.
Really? They're muted, from what I can see.
Okay, I just bumped my output a little bit.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
GG's.
GG's. Oh my god,
GG's.
I spent
How are you hearing Gunner? I'm confused.
Here, let me reconnect quick.
Can you hear me, Op?
Yeah,
Can
but
we
his mic is showing as muted. It's crossed out.
Check on your end.
Muted him.
You may have muted Gunner when we were doing the like training day a while back.
No. What? How did I mute him? That is weird. Oh, okay, yeah, it might have been a while back. I just forgot. Sorry about that.
Not sure how I feel about that, but alright. I'm kidding.
Nothing personal.
Nah. No, but GG's though, Chris. I spent
what a seed.
absolutely convinced I made every wrong decision. You were gonna finish at any second.
When you clicked done, I just finished subchamber 1. Like,
Okay.
my Chozo routing was really messed up because I completely forgot Ice Beam was where it was.
Ooh.
And as a result of that, it led me to find Phazon Suit really early. My go mode was Boost Ball, and I searched everywhere, and I didn't want to commit to the point of no return for it.
Yeah, see... Oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
Okay, I was in the same boat, except I found Phazon Suit and Ice Beam immediately. So I spent the last, 45 minutes just looking for Boost Ball, and I thought that logic prevented Boost Ball from being in lower mines, so I did everything else first.
I did as well, but I just didn't want to do the lower mines play. without confirming that everything had been exhausted, pretty much.
Right.
I think like there was a queue for it, and I think that was the fact that Phazon suit was so early in progression. I think that was the hint that something was in PMT, because the only other time that I've ever seen Phazon suit show up early is when there's an artifact in PMT. So I have a funny feeling there might be a correlation there.
That makes sense. I hadn't
I
considered
think
that.
that's a fair assumption.
So
Now,
I did get a chuckle that Boost Ball was
yeah.
there. I was like, seriously? PMT?
Yeah, I'm sure Phazon early was a relief, but the boost ball go mode was definitely interesting. Another question I want to ask: how about that Varia suit location?
It was certainly something. I'll give it
I'm
that.
Like I think I last checked it by that point.
I think I was about the same.
Yeah.
I could have technically checked Great
Yeah, I
Tree
think
Chamber, which I should have done because it cost me a lot of time later, but oh well.
yeah, that was the only other check that Gunner did not do.
The only check that I
Now,
realised that I hadn't done was Upper Dynamo. I thought I'd done it, and then as I was on my way to Lower Mines, I was like, oh crap, I forgot one check. Let's hope it doesn't burn.
yeah. Now, I mentioned it a couple of times this seed, and I was curious if either of you may go for it. Now, this seed with, where Boost Ball was probably definitely the perfect candidate for Training Chamber Wall Crawl and Boostless Life Growth, but, they are fairly difficult tricks.
Yeah,
Oh, god.
I would maybe have considered doing Training Chamber Wall Crawl if Life Grove wasn't required, because I have not practiced any of that.
Yeah, I had considered doing them, but it's been a while since I practiced. I can do Life Grove boostless just fine, but the wall crawl specifically, it's been a while, so I opted to not in this scenario.
Yeah, definitely a fair choice. It's just pointing it out that it was an option.
Yeah.
No, I think I was committed that there's no point doing Training Chamber when I need Boost Ball for something else anyway. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to spend the time. But no, that was a doozy of a seed.
Yes, indeed. While I was searching for Varia, I got really concerned for a moment that we had all suits heat protection, because I know that was an option that was discussed. So I had like a moment of like a mini heart attack of, oh god, I'm probably like 30 minutes behind now.
Nah, it took me forever to find it as well. It was a bit of a nuisance. I think my major kind of routing mistake early on was once I got my bombs, just wasn't going back for Ice Beam, because I completely forgot that I saw it there in Nursery. It wasn't until I started heading back that way I was like, oh wait, I know where Ice Beam is.
Yeah.
So I lost a lot.
Yeah, I'd say my only my main mistake was misunderstanding what the logic required, because I had the option of doing lower mines, but I went into upper mines because I thought lower mines was just out of the picture completely.
Mm.
And I don't know if I necessarily would have made a different choice if I had known that, but still, that's probably like the only major thing I feel like I made a mistake on.
Yeah. I think the only thing I could probably maybe have done was that when I decided to diverge, like there was an option, I saved at the front of mines with the intention of doing full clear of the rest of the game and then basically doing a save reset if I had to go into lower mines. I suppose if I had realised the Phazon suit queue, flipping that may have been a lot better, but something I'm going to have to sit on and consider. A bit of a weird one.
Yeah, this is definitely an unusual seed, so.
But no.
Yeah, so GG's to you both. Both played well. Any other final thoughts from you two or Op?
I
Oh, no, go ahead, sorry.
I just remembered why I had you muted. It was during the learning day.
Fair enough.
That's kind of what I figured.
Fair enough. But no, I think I've said my
All right,
piece.
so Yeah. All right. And to start wrapping up here, posted a couple of commands, some links in chat. Definitely go follow the runners. Follow my co-commentator Op82, and shout outs to Mythin665 for tracking for us today. Definitely helps out a lot, not having to juggle comms and tracking. Also, there is a link to the bracket and the schedule for the tournament, as well as a link to the Discord. If you're thinking about getting into the randomizer, definitely feel free to join the Discord. As far as yeah, thank you for that, Op. And I think there is another race starting here in a few minutes on SpeedGaming 4. And that will actually be the end of round 3. And I think we are set to start round 4 tomorrow. So definitely plenty more races to come. So, watch the schedule for that. And I think that'll be it for today. And we will see you guys next mission.
See ya.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Follow Sass.